So anyway, I don't want to take any more of your time. I do want to do the questionnaire that I do. Did you ever watch Inside the Actors Studio?
Of course.
Of
I loved
course.
it.
It was such a good
Yes.
show. Yes.
What
Okay.
was your favorite curse word? And they'd always be like, whatever.
You can say
Yeah.
it. It's
No. But no, I did. I love that show.
Okay, so I am actually asking questions, but it's not those questions. My questions are inspired by those questions.
Okay.
These are all pet related. So the first one is about a favorite, but it's not your favorite curse word. It's what is your favorite breed?
I love all breeds, but my ultimate favorite is Italian Spinoni.
What is it about them? Like, I don't even think I really knew about them until I Googled them.
So I love animals that have expressive faces that kind of look cartoony and Muppety, but I'm a huge dog nose person. I love dog noses. There's something about them that just oozes like goofiness and just everything. And I've loved Spinonis for years. I had never seen one in person. But they were an ancient breed, an Italian breed, and they're floppy and they're big. And I met one probably about 10 years ago in a local park and just about died. And was like, you know what, one day I'm going to get one. One day I'm going to get one. But the reason why I love them, they are all-terrain vehicles outside and couch potatoes inside. And that's my kind of pet. Because that's kind of like me. When I'm home, I'm like, put on my pajamas, put my hair up, makeup off. And when we're out, we're out. So yeah, that's my babies. And I also like the floppy terrier, shaggy.
Yeah. How about your least favorite breed? That's my second question.
I don't dislike any breed. There are breeds I would never own. And believe it or not, two of the breeds that I thought I would never own, I did own, which was a Yorkie and a Beagle. Yorkies because I thought they were just chatty, like kind of nippy little things, and Beagles because I just felt like I would never have the patience. And I ended up rescuing a Yorkie that was paralyzed, and I rehabbed her, and she lived with me for 10 years and was by far the coolest dog I've ever had. And I inherited a Beagle in my marriage, and I was obsessed with her. But I learned more patience with Ladybird, Packin the Beagle than any other animal I've ever worked with. But I will tell you, probably a Bull Terrier is my least favorite, and I think it's because they're the only breed on the planet that kind of scares me.
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid of any dogs, but everyone I've come in contact with, there's just something about their eyes I don't trust. But I hope I don't offend anybody that owns one, because I could be completely wrong. And to me, I was attacked by a chocolate lab many years ago, and learned by the mistake that I made in that situation. But to me, there's something about them that just makes me feel uncomfortable. That doesn't mean the breed is terrible. It just makes me feel uncomfortable. So.
There are individuals within the breed that have given the breed maybe that reputation for sure. So do your pets sleep in your bed?
Yes and no. Slater, my cat will sleep near my feet and then wander, but the puppy's not right now because they're still being crate trained.
Okay. How old are they?
5 months.
Oh my God, you have your hands full, girl.
5 months and he's 45 pounds.
Are they litter mates?
They share the same dad, different mom.
That's better, right?
Yeah, I didn't want to do the same litter with all the horror stories that I've witnessed myself and heard. And we were fortunate that they were having the 2 litters. The breeder, they only have litters every 2 to 3 years. So it just so happened that their 2 females were going to heat at the same time. So we were very fortunate. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we were
cool.
able to get one that was orange and white and one that was brown and white. So, and a girl and a boy. Yay.
So cute. I love it. Who or what wakes you up in the morning?
Who or what? I actually wake up on my own, or my puppies wake me up when they're ready to go out.
Yeah. What's your most used training command or cue?
Off.
Ooh, that's a good one. We use that one a lot too.
It's all off for Big Kev.
Yeah,
yeah.
Off me, off the couch, off the table.
Off of everything, because he just wants to be in you and on you and everything. It's just off, buddy. Yeah.
No personal space. What is your least used training command or cue?
My least? Oh,
either one you refuse to use or one that you wish you used more.
Probably no. I think I need to use it, or nope. I should probably use that a little bit more. I tend to just go with off for everything, and maybe nope. I don't know. I feel like this is a trick question, but it really isn't.
No. You know what? Some people say, like, I don't use no because I don't like no. I like to tell them what to do instead of what not to do. And then some people say, I don't like to say off because my dog doesn't listen to it or whatever.
I don't love the word no. Yeah, I don't love the word no. I like my friends and trainers over at Happy with Dogs who helped me train them said nope is better. It's a little softer.
Right.
So I guess I don't like to use the word no, but I probably need to use nope a little bit more. I guess I
like that better. You see, nope. That's why I like to ask these questions, because we learn tips like this. So nope is good. No is just too strong, it's and hard. It's harsh.
And everyone uses it. Everything's no. Everything's no. Kids, people, whatever. It's just it's too harsh.
Exactly.
So yeah.
We try not to use it with our kids either, because it just becomes like he said no and I said no and he said yes and mama says yes and da da da. So now we say like what we want him to do as opposed to not what we don't want him to do. Like don't hit your sister, or just be gentle with your sister.
Yes. I like that. Don't hit your sister.
Yes, toddlers. He like beats on her all the time, poor thing. Oh. But she's getting to the age where she's gonna start hitting back, and you know what? I'm gonna pretend I didn't see it. They're gonna have to deal. They're gonna have to, figure out their battles.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What pet-related noise do you love?
Puppy hiccups.
Oh my God, that's so cute. Nobody said that before.
Oh God, it's the sweetest sound. Puppy hiccups.
Awesome. Okay. What pet-related noise do you hate?
When they're itching or licking themselves constantly, that whole it's just gross.
That's a popular one. It is gross.
It's just gross.
Okay, so you have a lot of professions in the pet industry. You are a pet sitter, dog walker, business owner. You are a canine fitness expert. You work in canine, water rehabilitation?
Water rehab and massage therapy.
So what else would you add to your resume if you had the opportunity to do so?
I always thought about becoming a dog trainer, but then I realized that I really like to spoil them. So I leave that to the dog trainer experts. If I had my way, I would probably go back to vet school and be a veterinarian. But at this point in my life, I feel like it would just be a long process, and one that I don't think I would do it now. But I would love to be a veterinarian. Now what I'm doing, I'm starting a program at the University of Tennessee for canine fitness. And I will graduate at the end of the year to have my certification in canine fitness to accompany everything else. So keep amazing. Learning. Yeah, keep learning.
What would you never do in the pet care industry?
Be a poop scooper.
Oh, that's a popular one. Nobody wants to poop the scoop. Yeah, nobody wants to poop the scoop.
Scoop
the poop. Sorry.
Scoop the poop. That, or I would never work at a shelter and have to euthanize animals. Ugh. I don't know who would want to be that person, but God bless you for doing it. Hopefully you're doing it for the right reasons.
Well, I remember asking the lady I got Titan from. She was one of the people who went and saved dogs on death row, right? Is what she called it. So the dogs that are literally have 24 hours before they're euthanized, and the shelter tells people there's 24 hours before this dog dies. Right. And she would go and choose the ones that were most adoptable. And I remember saying to her, I don't know how you leave the others behind knowing their fate. Like, that's got to be so hard. And she was like, I focus on the ones I can save. Right. I always go in and I say, this is so exciting. I get to save dogs today. Like, instead of, oh no, I have to leave dogs behind.
You have to.
Definitely self-preservation there.
And I'm sure she will do that for a period of time, and then the burnout will be very strong, and she'll have to put that compassion to a different area in animal rescue. The burnout is too high.
The compassion fatigue, I guess, is what people call it. It's just terrible. All right, that is a good answer. I don't think I'd do that either. The last question: if the Rainbow Bridge exists, who is the first pet to greet you when you arrive?
Gus.
Gus?
Gus. My terrier mix. You got me on that one, because what are you, Oprah, trying to make me cry?
I make people cry a lot. And I cried yesterday in my interview yesterday. I cried. So if people cry.
That's my boy. I rescued him from animal services. It's the cliche. Sunday night, 4:59, last room, last crate in the last aisle. And my friend was across the hall and said, this dog has potential. And there was a woman there with her 2 children, and she was pregnant, looking at him. And my friend looked over and said, no, he's taken. And he wasn't. We had to put him on hold. And I walked over, and he just sat there, and he was covered in mats, and he was just this little blonde, gorgeous specimen of a dog, and his tongue was hanging out. And I was like, all right, dude, you're mine. And he worked with me. He helped me start my business. And he worked with me with every client for the first probably 8.5 years. He went with me everywhere. And he was a therapy dog, and he was the coolest. He saved my life. He definitely saved my life. He got me through some tough times. So he was my boy.
You're gonna make me cry, because that's my Titan. But he, like, the rescue story is completely different, but he helped me start my business too. Yeah. He's the reason I started my business. And then I wouldn't have taken him with me everywhere, because I don't think he's that dog. But what is it that he did? Like, why did he go everywhere with you?
You know, I don't know. It was just people that, when I first started my business and it was just me, before I had staff, especially when people would want you to sleep in their homes for overnight care, I was like, sure, but Gus has to come with me. And they were like, great, then Titan will have a friend for the night, and they'll be able to socialize. And he ended up helping me socialize tons of clients' dogs. He helped me with clients' dogs that were fear aggressive or food aggressive, or they would, be toy aggressive, whatever it was. And he came with me everywhere. And then we started doing therapy work together, and he loved it. And then towards the end of his life, he became crabby. He didn't want to meet new people. He was a little bit of a butthead on a leash, but it was him. I mean, he's a special little guy.
Oh, how awesome. And you know what I just got an image of while you were talking? Is that one of my first guests said that she doesn't believe in the Rainbow Bridge, because she says that the spirits of our dogs and cats and our pets, they have other jobs to do. They don't just sit at the Rainbow Bridge and wait. So what I'm seeing Gus as is the guy, the spirit guide for the pets that are coming to claim their families. Like, before they come in spirit, before their spirits are trained and prepared by Gus.
Well, I agree with what your last interviewer said. I do believe that our pets are here, and they choose us, and they provide a job. And when they feel that we're ready and that we're okay to be on our feet, they leave us. And funny thing is that Gus, he was my boy. He was my man. And then I met my husband, and I met him when I was 42, first marriage, 42, no children. And I never feared that I wasn't going to get married, but I feel like Gus kind of helped intertwine that. And then he left us 7 days before we got married, and which sounds awful. He was diagnosed with lung cancer, and 9 days later passed away in our arms. And it sounds terrible, but we both believe it. My husband and I, we both believe it, that he thought, you're okay.
His job was done.
Yeah, his job was done. He said, this is your dad, this is my daddy, and you guys are together, and I'm happy. And he went on his own way. He didn't make us make a choice, because we were like, he's supposed to be in the wedding. What are we going to do? Like if the day comes, we're not going to go down. We're not going to do this. And he kind of made his choice and said, you're good. You're good to go. And then ironically, the day we got married, his little bow tie showed up in the mail. And we were like, all right, we got you covered, bud. Yeah.
So did you put the bow tie somewhere in the wedding?
Actually, our groomer friend made us this beautiful locket with his picture on it that was connected to my bouquet with his little picture. It was really special.
How did you keep it together? 7 days, the grief is so raw. How did you keep it together?
You know what? I don't know. I think, and I appreciate you asking that, because I don't think that some animal people would understand, or people that have had pets, but it was horrible. I mean, it's been 2.5 years or 3 years, and it was horrible. But I think together we knew that he was accepting and he was ready to go and he wasn't going to be in pain, and he didn't make us make that choice.
Yeah,
so no, think of it as a positive.
Yeah, when they make the choice, it takes a little tiny bit of burden off of you, but still the loss is there. So I'm sorry that you had to go into your wedding, such a beautiful occasion, such a joyous occasion, with such a broken heart. I feel so bad. I mean, I'm sure it was beautiful.
Best day of the world. It was the best day of the, And you know what? Thank God the person meeting me at the other end of the aisle was my best friend who went through that with me. So, and he loved him. I mean, he took him on and loved that guy. They were, I didn't exist when they were together. They were buds. Look at you.
Now you're making me cry. That's so romantic.
They were really good buds. So,
really
hi.
Crying.
Come here.
I'm really crying. Slater's like, hey, can you talk about me now?
He's just over here like, let's play. Yeah, he wants to play.
It has been a total pleasure to chat with you and get to know you. I love it. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you for, wanting to be on the show.
Thank you for having me. I think what you're doing is awesome.